the height of a triangle is 6 inches greater than twice the base. So what do you think I'm going to do here? Definitely draw a picture.
There's one side that's completely gone. It's harder.
Okay, the height. So that means from the very tippy tip down to the base, right? Okay. The height is 6 inches greater than twice the base. So what variable do you think the base is going to be? The base is x. Okay. And what would the height be? Twice the base. So x times 2 or just 2x. And it's 6 inches greater, so it's going to be 2x plus 6, right? The area of the triangle is 10 square inches. So area equals 10 inches squared. Who remembers what area of a triangle is? Yep. Okay. What is the area of a triangle? Not this triangle, any triangle. 1/2 times base times height. That's something we should know, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So here's my area of a triangle. I know what the area is, right? Area is 10. So we have 10 equals 1/2 times base. What's my base? X times the height. I'm going to put this in parentheses. What's the height? 2x plus 6. So I'm multiplying all of that together.
We don't write this down, right?
I would write it down. Okay. Does this look like anything we can solve yet? No, right? So what do we have to do with all of this stuff before we can start solving? What do we want to do with all of this? We want to distribute or multiply, right? Let's multiply. Okay. 1/2 times x, what does that give me? That's the same as x over 2. Is everybody okay with that? Times 2x plus 6. And then what do I want to do here? I want to distribute. So 10 equals x times 2x over 2. So you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to just rewrite it all first. X times 2x divided by 2. Is everybody okay with that?
No. Wait, yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
We just multiplied. Plus what? X times 6 divided by 2. Is everybody okay with this step? Okay, let's simplify it a little bit. What's x times 2x? 2x squared divided by 2, right? Plus x times 6? 6x over 2. Do these two things reduce any more?
No. Yes. No. Yes.
Yeah, how does this one reduce?
X1, so it would just be x2.
It would just be x squared.
X squared. I keep saying x.
Okay, those 2's cancel. What about here? 2 goes into 2, 1, and 2 goes into 6?
1. 3 times.
3.
So it would be 3x.
So what's my new equation?
10.
10 equals
1
x squared
x squared plus 3x.
plus 3x. Does this look like something I can solve yet?
No.
Not yet. What do I have to do now? Subtract 10 from both sides. So we get 0 equals x squared plus 3x minus 10.
Are there going to be problems like this in the whole?
Now I can do what? Diamond. Okay, since we're there, we might as well finish it. What two things multiply to negative 10 and add up to 3? Negative 2, positive 5. So 0 equals x minus 2 times x plus 5. And now what do I do? I set each one equal to 0. So we get x minus 2 equals 0. How do I solve for x here? Add 2 to both sides. So x equals 2. And I set this guy equal to 0, x plus 5. I subtract 5 from both sides, and I get x equals negative 5. One of these answers does not make sense to me. Which one is it? Negative 5, because we can't have a negative base. So what's the base of my triangle? The base is what? 2 what? 2 inches. That was a lot of steps just to get here. Okay? Okay, building with a height of 64 feet. So I'm going to draw that building right now.
Draw house.
Okay? He's on the top of a building. Here's David. Okay, he's wearing a little baseball cap.
Yay!
And he drops the ball from the top of a building. So here's the ball. And it's dropping to the ground. So here's the ground. Yeah. So the ball is going to go all the way and drop from the building down to the ground. What was the height of the building? 64 feet. Okay. The height h of the ball in feet after t seconds can be found using this formula. So they give us the formula. H equals negative 16 t squared plus 64. I'm going to rewrite that. How long will it take for the ball to reach the ground? Let's think about this really quick. If the ball hits the ground, what's h at the ground? Ground level, what would the height be?
64 feet.
0. At the ground. Do we have any height?
Nope.
No, we're at 0. So what do you think I have to do in this problem? I want to set this guy equal to 0. So we're going to set the equation equal to 0.
So we're going to put him on the floor?
We want to know how long it takes for the ball to hit the ground.
Oh,
So when does the ball hit the ground?
Oh.
So when is the height 0? Plus 64. Can we solve this? Yeah, we want to factor this. What's the first thing I always look for when I'm factoring?
The greatest common factor.
A GCF. Do I have one?
Yeah.
I do. What is it?
8. 16. 16.
What about negative 16? Could it be negative 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I factor out a negative 16, what would be left here? Negative 16 t squared divided by negative 16 gives me positive t squared. And what's positive 64 divided by negative 16?
Negative
4.
Negative
5.
4, right?
Oh, I got it right the first time?
Okay, so when we factor out that negative, that changes the signs of everything, right? Now, what does this look like to you?
Distributive property.
How could we factor that? We just undistributed. Difference of 2 squares. So let's rewrite it. Okay? So I factored it out using difference of 2 squares. Now I want to set each one of these equal to 0. But I have 3 terms here. So I'm going to set each one of those 3 equal to 0. So this time I'm going to have to do work 3 times. I know. Okay, so our first term is negative 16. Let's set that equal to 0. Can negative 16 ever equal 0?
No.
No, so we can throw that one out as a possibility. T plus 2 equals 0. How do I solve that one?
Minus 2.
Subtract 2.
Negative 2.
T equals negative 2. And then we have this last one, T minus 2 equals 0. We add 2 to both sides, so T equals positive 2. What am I looking for here? How long it takes to reach the ground. So which answer does not make sense?
Negative 2.
Why not?
Because it can't take negative 2 seconds.
You can't have negative time, right? So our answer is T equals 2 seconds.